line, right? I didn't get to the top in a straight line. I had bumps, bruises, I had setbacks. Yeah, I got cut up, I got stabbed, I had a lot of problems. But here I am at the top. Life's not a straight line. But every single day I say, I want to see how good life can get. And God keeps providing. He keeps making me richer. I retain my wealth. I retain my health. I make better friends. I have amazing relationships. I have love in my life. Everything goes well for me all of the time. I can't explain in human words how fantastic my life is. I wouldn't change a thing. And that's because I affirm it. You have to believe that perfection is possible. You can live the perfect life. You can live the absolute dream life, but your dream life ain't going to happen if you're fucking broke. Yeah. You need money plus a bunch of other things.
Dreaming isn't enough.
Yeah, but money's a good place to start.
Yeah.
You're not going to have a big life without big problems. You're not going to be important without 4 girlfriends, 22 cars, 3 businesses. Your phone ain't going to stop. It's going to be stressful. Banks are going to get frozen. Money's going to go missing. You're not going to have a big life that's a calm ocean. You need to learn to just surf the waves and laugh, because most people just collapse under the pressure. Stress tolerance is a massive indicator of how successful you're going to be. And no matter what happens in my life now, I can sit there and go, well, at least I'm not about to get in the cage and deal with that guy. Yeah. You know? You may ask, why don't I just take my $100 million and disappear from the internet? Why do I sit here and talk to people?
We could.
We could. Because Morpheus came back into the Matrix to free the minds who are ready to be freed. I escaped. I started at the bottom and I managed to escape. And now I feel obligated deep in my soul. I have to come back in and find the free minds. I understand most of you are not ready, but for those of you who are listening, who understand that everything around you is a lie, I am prepared to free you. This is what my purpose is. This is why I'm here. It's why I'm talking to you. If you listen to the things I say and you agree with them, but then you do not take action, you deserve the enslavement. Life is over. Besides supercars, flexing on the broke boys, and building an empire, everything's overrated. Traveling, I'd love to go traveling. You'd love to go to Spain and sit in a hotel, walk around the streets, have a coffee, have a cocktail, look at a church. And then you'd like to fly to Italy, go to a hotel, have a coffee, walk around the streets, look at a church. Woo! Traveling! Geek! People don't do anything. It really amazes me. I'm quite big on Twitter and YouTube, and I look at these other success coaches and shit. They don't do anything. I really look at their lives and go, you've had all these hours and there's nothing remarkable about you. Imagine being alive for thousands and thousands and thousands of hours, and you've dedicated none of them towards excellence. Literally, precisely fucking zero. You've done enough work to pay your bills. Maybe you want a little bit more money. That's what you call ambitious. To have some more money to satisfy your greed. That's your ambition, that's it. You don't wake up and think, you know what, I want to be a bad motherfucker. You know? This guy goes, oh man, you're still in good shape. Obviously you got the time to hit the gym. How can you not have the time to go to the gym? All the shit I do. It's exceptionally important that you pay attention to tenet number 25. Tenet number 25 is one that I've been speaking about at length ever since I started my social media presence. I will repeat it for you now. I believe in acquiring wealth and abundance in order to improve my life and do good for those I care about. This is also extremely important. It's not just about money. There's 40 other tenets, but it is one of the tenets. So I have created a Telegram channel in which you can come right now as we are live and speak to senior members of War Room Management and discuss not only making money, how to escape the matrix, where you can get the tenants, all of these things. We're going to talk about all of it inside of a Telegram channel. Let me get it for you and put it up on the screen.
Mr. Producer.
I'm going to Mr. Producer it.
If you saw how much he bumbles around on the screen in an attempt to put anything anywhere. Okay, you nailed it.
I nailed it, of course. At this Telegram channel, at EM Live Chat on Telegram right now live, is where you can get the tenets, the 41 tenets of Tateism. You can get them written down and spoke to you. And also, we will help you specifically with tenet number 25. We will teach you how to make money because you cannot escape the matrix if you are poor. If you are poor, you are dependent and beholden on a company or a government or somebody else to give you money and to feed you, which means you are not allowed your own individualistic sovereign ideas. You must obey the ideas that they want you to believe or they cut off your money. This is why the people who are in charge of the world talk about being good people and wanting to give out money, and the government should help and give money. They want you dependent because if you're dependent, you're not allowed to think. That That's why. It's not because they care about you. It's not because they want to help you. It's because they want you dependent, so you're not allowed to think for yourself. It is all a scam. You cannot break free from the matrix without money. You need to become obsessed with learning how to make money. It is ultimately important, and it's even more important now. The tenets of Tateism are not about religion. You can be a Muslim and follow the tenets of Tateism. You can be a Christian and follow the tenets of Tateism. The tenets of Tateism are a life. They are parameters for life in which any man can live under and live a life which is true to his masculine imperatives and true to any God on this planet and make the world a better place. I'm very excited to read these out to the world.
I don't think there's a God on this planet who would disapprove of some of these ways of life.
Absolutely. And I've had to stop talking to guys because they agreed to open a business for their chick. Now, I know you normies are sitting here going, what? You're going to stop talking to your friend because he opens a business with his wife? Yes, you fucking heard me correctly. That's exactly what I will do. Now, you normalos, you normal little peons, you worms, you peasants, you don't understand why I would do something like that, but I'm going to explain it to you.
The students who follow me and the kids I talk to, I say, listen, life is extremely difficult as a man. It's very fucking hard. There is no way I can tell you to win unless you're a top tier man. I can't sit here and give you a cheat code that allows you to stay a loser and win. I can only tell you what I've done. I became extremely wealthy. I became extremely capable. I became extremely smart. I developed a vast network of individuals who nobody wants to mess with. And I set up a life that makes me difficult to damage. That's what I did. You're saying, how can I comply, and stay weak and stay stupid and be safe from tyranny? And I say to you, you can't do that. That's why I teach the tenets I teach. And that's also why I think they find me so threatening, because I'm teaching people to do exactly that. I say, listen, there's no strength of mind or strength of opinion without strength of body. First thing you need to do is go train. Don't care what you think. Don't care what you think. Too small. First thing you do is go train. This is number one. If you think 2 + 2 is 4, and I think 2 + 2 is 5, and we're going to argue this to the end, it's going to be 5. So you better go do something. Newsflash, 2 + 2 is 5 now. That's the reality. That's the reality of Earth, right? And I teach kids this reality. I teach men this reality. And by even doing basic things like teaching young men to go and be strong physically, which is, I'd like to think we live in a world where that's all seen as a good thing. There are people in the world who sit there and go, wait. Making them physically stronger is going to affect our ability to change the narrative in their minds in real time with our matrix programming. That is negative. People email me their long lists of all the bad things that happen to them, and I reply, fantastic. You are so lucky. You have all the building blocks to become the exact kind of man you want to be. If none of this shit happened to you, when something else bad happens to you later, you wouldn't be able to deal with it. Fantastic. He goes, no, but this, and you reply again with more excuses. So why are you making excuses? I just told you what happened to you is a good thing. You need to reframe your mind. Bad things happened to Batman. They killed his parents. Do you understand? That's why he's Batman. You've just told me you have the building blocks to become you might become top G when I retire. Fantastic. What are you complaining about? He goes, what do I do? I said, you need to work. Take all that trauma. If you're truly heartbroken, my friend, and we've all been there as men, if you're truly heartbroken, you can't sleep. That means you're going to get in fantastic shape. You better hit the gym. You have nothing else to do. Stop watching YouTube. Stop emailing me. I want pictures of you in the gym. Get to fucking work. Heartbreak's a fantastic motivator, as is depression, as is sadness. Great. Look at what's pissing you off and make sure it never happens again. If you were jacked and rich as fuck, she probably wouldn't have left your ass. So get your shit together. Right? So this is so important. Trauma is such an important part of being a man. And the Matrix talks of trying to say that trauma is terrible and avoid trauma, or if you get trauma, take a pill, and that's unrealistic. Trauma is going to happen to you, and you as a man need to internalize it, accept it, and weaponize it to become the best version of yourself you can be. And that requires mental strength and stoicism. It does not require, be more emotional. If you're more emotional, you're going to fall apart when shit happens. You're going to end up like Logan Paul, crying your eyes out on TV like a bitch.
Lazy people do a little work and feel like they should be winning. Winners work as hard as possible and still worry they're being lazy. This is absolutely true. Lazy people will work a little bit and go, oh, bro, I just can't catch a break. Whereas people who are genuinely winners work all the time and still feel like they're not working hard enough. So I can always tell by somebody's mindset very early on if they're going to make it or not. The universe is extremely giving. It certainly is not going to take somebody who works as hard as they can and tries their best and pays attention, is perspicacious and learns new information, is signed up to my email list, is in the real world, is interacting with other high network people and other people who are working hard, and not give them what they want. The universe will give you exactly what you want if you certainly deserve it. Talking about the cooperative advice is another good thing.
I was going to say, yeah, the universe, it's a fertile field, but a fertile field is no good on its own. You have to plow, you have to plant. You have to harvest.